back to the Control Show Season 1. I am Bhanupuri. Today we will try to understand about an interesting topic, dealing with yourself by Mr. Tanush. Welcome, Mr. Tanush.
Hello, Bhanupradeep. How are you doing?
Uh, I'm doing good. How you are doing? How's your day?
I'm, it was amazing. It was Christmas, obviously, so it just went great.
You
And
are
now here we
enjoying.
are.
You are
Yes, we
enjoying the
are
Christmas
enjoying.
atmosphere.
Yes.
You have received any gifts from Santa Claus?
Well, exceptionally, looking at the picture right now, I'm at my hometown right now with my
Okay.
family, so that's like a great thing. I was at my workstation, that's Pune, and getting this extra time out here, being able to spend this time with the family and my mom and dad, especially considering the dynamics of what is going on. Again, the Omicron thing happening. So we are
Yes.
expecting that, yes, maybe we'll get more time. More or less, this can be a good sign or a bad sign. Let's just hope there are not many people affected by it.
Yes. Mr. Tanush is a civil engineering graduate from G.H. Rai Soni College of Engineering, Nagpur, Maharashtra. He is presently working as a retail executive in a respectable company. He also worked as a collaboration head at Indian Road Safety Campaign for IIT Delhi. He also the founding member of Ramakant Foundation, which is an NGO. He worked on eradicating alcohol detection in Odisha and developed sustainable solution for water harvesting in Saike village in MP. His hobby is writing. It's a great honor to have you on the show today. So there are a few questions for you today, and adding your personal experience make us feel inspired.
Sure,
Are
that
you
will be
ready?
great to see. Of course, I am.
So here comes your first question. Why is graduation important?
Well, as an open perspective, graduation is something that initially how we see is very important. Okay. When people ask us, what are you doing in the future when you are just a 12th person who is into, going for your 12th and you have no idea what you're going to go ahead? Are you having any plans or anything? So graduation is something that's a general idea that we have in India. या तो इंजीनियरिंग कर लो या तो फिर मेडिकल कर लो, तुम्हारे पास में दो ही ऑप्शन है, तो ही तुम्हारी लाइफ में कुछ आगे हो सकता है. So basically, graduation at this moment of time is somewhere where you are able to access or understand that what is going to be your partial future.
Okay.
It somewhere or the other helps you to understand that what is your vision, okay, how you are gaining knowledge and how you're going to work out your life. Do you have a vision in front of yourself? So the graduation technically gives you time to actually understand your nature, understanding what are your interests, what are your skills, exploring them, and then making, like kind of a decision on a certain thing that yes, till 12th, if I was not sure that if this is, and now I have a certain understanding that what are my skills, not the decision on what I want to do, but at least my skill set are clear to me. So once your skill set are clear to you, you can then make your own decision, go to different field, and that's where graduation comes into action. Up to 12th, if you're not sure at what you want to do, graduation gives you that extra time, that extra time and extra space or peace of mind that yes, that you have something, that you're doing something. It's like a flow. That graduation, like somewhere or the other, makes a flow for yourself. That whether you want to be an entrepreneur, whether you want to be a YouTuber, like just yourself, whether you want to go into the acting fraternity, that gives you an extra time and space to understand that where you actually want to stand as a person as well as a as a human. Okay, whether you want to have people, whether you want to get interaction with people, or in other case, you are able to understand what are your skills. That yes, I'm capable enough, and I'm able to understand this moment. That yes, I'm the person who is more into interacting with people, who is great with like convincing people regarding different things, like putting the ideas out there. Who is great with the idea of homogeneity of interaction with people. So graduation gives you that understanding or access, the time to understand that whether you're a team player, whether you are good with your whether you are a good leader, whether you are a good speaker. It just gives you a foresight for the same. So that's why I think graduation is really the basic of every step that you're going to take ahead and make your decide your career in the going ahead in the future.
to analyze yourself.
Yes, exactly. Analyze yourself.
So, what is your thinking when you are in 12th grade? Whether you have decided your career as you
Uh, well,
mentioned in your answer.
well, when I was in my 12th, in those days, we didn't have this kind of a vision, the broad vision or the understanding or the support to, like, कि हाँ भाई 12th है आपकी तो जाओ जो करना है करो. ऐसे नहीं. I had my family work that I had my family pressure that I need to take the responsibility. I also had the, kind of um, picture in front of me so that people are going to, like see me as a, what I can say, as a role model in my own family. Because, on my paternal side, I'm the oldest son in the family. Now, people who are going to be following me, who are going to be seeing me now, are going to see me as a high repo picture. Okay, as a high repo person. So I need to set that example for them that they see me actually as the person who is giving them path and not someone that the future is dark. So I had to be like कि हाँ भी मेरे पे रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है तो मैं आगे क्या करूँ. ठीक है ना. ग्रेजुएशन कर रहा हूँ. ग्रेजुएशन में पता चलेगा कि क्या लाइफ टर्न आउट करती है. So I took up the graduation. I was not sure what is the field that I'm supposed to go with. So there was a confusion in my mind. I actually wanted not to go with the civil, but actually with the mining fraternity. However, I don't regret being in this as well at all. I have the knowledge with me. I'm not working in that specific domain right now, but I'm okay with going in this domain that I'm where I am right. I'm not at all dissatisfied at any cost. I'm really satisfied with that at this position, and I'm just exploring my options, what I'm going to do ahead. So I think it's somewhere or the other that when you are at the 12th, you just need that, kind of an understanding and vision. Okay, if you don't have that, give the graduation that time. Again,
Okay.
with the very same first question that you asked me. So just give it some time and you will know what you want to do.
We take the results time only, we can analyze what is suitable for us.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's come into an action. If we
Yes,
understand what is our role and responsibility, then we can master them.
yes, so we get serious about our things, what responsibility we have to look forward to. So when we are looking at these responsibilities, when we are having these responsibilities, we have a certain kind of a burden on us. We have a mental pressure कि हाँ कि किसी के लिए example set कर रहे हो. Now for me as a person, I had different challenges as well entering in that very scenario where it was just not about me because apart not just my family, there were more people around us who are looking up to me right now. Even at this moment, they are like, कि हाँ भी आप क्या कर रहे हो अपने. And these are not those grumpy uncles and everyone. These are just normal people. Actually, see me that they see of me as a highly person. That yes, this is the guy. Because since school time, I've been inspiring people. I have been with people who have been, they have been needing. They have been in the need of the help, and I have been providing them with some kind of a mental support.
Yes.
So now they see कि भाई हमारा सपोर्ट हमारा जो आइडल है वो कैसे स्टैंड अप करता है तो हमें भी उसके जैसा स्टैंड अप करना है. सो आई नीड टू मेक अ बेटर एग्जांपल एंड दिस एग्जांपल इज नॉट सपोज टू बी ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कंपटीशन कि नहीं वन अमोंग पीपल की ऊपर तो एक इंसान का रहेगा. अगर यही आपका जो पिक्चर है यही बन के रह गया तो फिर कहीं ना कहीं पे वो जो बुक है सब मेरे तक की रह जाएगी क्योंकि मुझे सब इंस्पिरेशन देख रहे हैं. ठीक है, एक इंसान आगे निकल के नहीं उसको नीचे खींच के गिराना है. होनी चाहिए, की ग्रोथ होनी चाहिए. एज अ यूनिसन वी शुड बी एबल टू हेल्प ईच अदर आउट. तो यहाँ पर कहीं ना कहीं आपकी जो इंस्पिरेशन आप दे रहे हो ना, आप एक अकेले खड़े हो बट आपको लोगों को बताते आना चाहिए कि नहीं तुम अकेले मत खड़े हो और तुमको अकेले को नहीं ग्रो करना है, तुमको एक कम्युनिटी को ग्रो करके लेके चलना है. So that's where this inspiration also needs to go to the right direction. The person who is taking it in.
So here's come the next question. What was your
Mhm.
thinking or thought process when you are in the first year and at the end of the fourth year of your graduation?
That's a very interesting question, actually. And I have a very quirky question to it. First, here, you will relate with this very easily. Anyone will relate with this. coming back from the 12th सबसे पहले IIT बहुत लोगों का नहीं लगा था, मेरा भी नहीं लगा था. I was trying way hard to get into an IIT. नहीं लगा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. NIT ट्राई किया, लगा कुछ सिचुएशंस ऐसी थी कि नहीं हो पाया. Then going ahead, I came into the first year. तो फर्स्ट ईयर का पहला महीना was like literally कि हाँ यार अभी तो मतलब बिल्कुल पढ़ाई करनी है. मतलब 2 साल पढ़ाई की है, अभी भी पढ़ाई करनी है. And then so slowly that came into me कि हाँ ठीक है यार, अभी 2 साल अपन ने इतनी मेहनत कर ली है. 2 साल पूरी जितनी like every possible effort you have given, now is your time to enjoy your life. Okay, so that's where the that mindset it steps in. It's just a flow. It's not about the mindset. Actually, I think it's of the flow. When you are in the 11th and 12th, there's a specific flow of studies that you are under pressure that you need to achieve something.
Yeah.
Now, when this time goes on and on and on and on, and you attain a certain position where you are into a notion that you have something at your hand. Okay, what is there in your hand? You are having a um, you are having an opportunity to just take some time out. Okay, which you are not getting in the past 2 years. So first day it's like हाँ यार कि 5 मिनट का ब्रेक लेते हैं, क्या ही होगा किसको पता चलेगा. एंड एज टाइम गोज ऑन इन द इंजीनियरिंग फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर के एंड आते आते आप उतना लेजी हो जाते हो कि हाँ ठीक है देखेंगे निकल जाएंगे पेपर. ठीक है, सो यू आर कंप्लीटली स्ट्रेस फ्री अबाउट इट. फ्रॉम दैट पोजिशन टू द एंड पोजिशन ऑफ द फोर्थ ईयर. ठीक है, फोर्थ ईयर में आते आते पूरा लास्ट के 2 ईयर में बहुत बदल गया क्योंकि कोरोना आ गया. फॉर अस इट वाज द कोरोना debacle for us. So it was not the bad thing or the good thing. I'm not going to make any statement on that. For medical perspective, it's something that became to turn out to be really bad, and I really pray for those people who lost their lives during that time, hardships and everything. But I really appreciate the people who had been serving the people because I have been one of them, the frontline warriors. I was there. I was helping out people even during that time, and I'm glad I was able to do that. I had the resources, and we did help out people, my family, and um, I think that somewhere or the other, when I passed out, okay, that was the final year of. I was into the internship. I was into a proper civil engineering internship. I was on the field. I was helping out. Were doing my internship at the moment in the final year, and that was in the while the later part of there was the unlock time
First
after
phase
the
of
lockdown
unlock.
had yes the unlock was going on. I think the second third or fourth unlock
Yeah.
after the lockdown. And now I'm at the location where I'm supposed to be doing the internship. Now we are working there. We are doing going through that notion, and these thoughts to pop up in my mind कि हाँ ठीक है ये यहाँ पर तो कर रहा हूँ मैं. So I have a job in my hand, and if I apply in a different company, I will get a higher pay. Okay, now I am at a security at this moment. However, where the table turned for me was because of the corona thing happened that my degree got delayed. Okay,
Yes.
and there was a specific compulsion where it was necessary that I had to submit my the provisional degree that we get. And it got delayed because of the corona thing, and there was a professor who turned out to be positive just at the time when we are getting graduated. So uh, my situation got quite difficult because I couldn't continue as an intern there because um, I had my reasons. Like they just said it's like a temporary 6 month internship that you do on the behalf of college. Now you're done with the internship. Now you need to go at the proper job, but you
Yeah.
need a provisional degree as well. So they said once you get the degree, you will be eligible to do everything. Now here the flow changed again. First of all, there was the onset of corona. Now there was the different things that I was doing. Then I got back into trying to get back into my life with the internship and everything. And like now this is going from one side to other. Okay. Again, there's like I'm trying to put in some efforts, and these efforts are not going to the right direction. Why? Because I'm not doing anything. I'm doing everything perfectly. Now these are happening from the universe. Okay, there's something happening from outside. Now I'm blaming myself for it. Why? Because right now I'm the one thinking कि यार मेरी डिग्री है नहीं, कंपनी को मेरी जरूरत फील नहीं हो रही, मैंने अच्छे से काम किया है नहीं, did I do my work properly or
Best.
not? Yes, it's not my fault, but now those thoughts try to pop in. It's a flow.
Yes.
Now it becomes hard to control that flow, which is the most critical part of the process. The most critical part of the process is controlling that flow, that where these thoughts are coming. People are able to understand where you are coming from, but they do not understand that how it started. So you can't actually stop it. Anyone will say, "Arey, yaar, I'm thinking yeah, that life is not going properly," and they will what they will say, "Arey, everything will be fine. Oh my God, I didn't thought about it. Don't worry, I didn't thought about it." So this mental battle that you have with yourself, this mental battle, this happens with each and everyone. I think in the onset of the final year of their engineering or whatever course they're, even a NEET student, in the medical student will be having, यार 4 साल तो 4 साल 5 साल हमने अपनी डिग्री कर ली है. Doctor also, like, who is getting the degree, कि अभी तो स्पेशलाइजेशन चूज करना है मुझे साल में, ठीक है. इवन आई हैव फ्रेंड्स हु आर फ्रॉम द लॉ फ्रेटर्निटी, इवन दे आर लाइक कि अभी फाइनल में आ गए हैं, प्रैक्टिस तो की नहीं है, चलो प्रैक्टिस करना शुरू करते हैं. So where they will practice? There's a big question mark. Ki,
Yes.
am I eligible to do that thing? Am I worth it? Am I capable?
Yes.
This flow even came to me, and that's where the transition is. So when the first year, I was pretty confident कि हाँ जिंदगी तो निकल जाएगी. But when I came in the final year, it was like नहीं, बेटा खेल बहुत बड़ा है, भी तुम सीख रहे हो, देखो क्या होता है.
It is the first step.
Yes, absolutely, the first step
First step
itself.
to the race,
Yes, it's the first step to the race.
because there is a big competition outside after the college.
Precisely, and that competition is not actually visible to us.
Yes.
That's the biggest part.
The
Okay,
biggest deal.
you yes, the biggest deal is when you sit for an interview, then you understand that इतने application थे, इसमें एक नाम मेरा है. अब क्या probability है कि वो, चलो एक इंटरव्यू के लिए मिनिमम से 10 लोग तो बैठेंगे, चलो 5 लोग बैठेंगे. क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी कि उन 5 लोगों के अंदर में, ठीक है, ये मेरा हाथ है, ठीक है, लिव अबाउट एन इंटरव्यू और एनीथिंग, ठीक है. नाउ आई वांट टू गिव अ thumbs up to Anupradeep. Okay, yes, we are going to do this. You are
Yes.
selected. Okay, which finger can I use? I cannot use this finger. I cannot use this finger. I want to give him a positive affirmation now.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now, what are the 2 ways I can give a positive affirmation to it? I can't use this one. Okay, this will be a very wrong one.
Very wrong.
This is not possible also,
Also.
and I'm not going to use the other finger. No offense.
Yes.
Now these are these 2 fingers. Okay, thumbs up. This is one general. Any idea coming to your mind is like higher thumbs up.
Yes, this is the finger.
Now this is the one finger. Okay, but now if you think about it in general, there is an unknown way. If I point this at you, what you will say? If I point
You're
this at
pointing.
you,
It is
yes,
a wrong way.
yes, you.
You.
Yeah, it can be a wrong way. But if you think it as you are the person, Bhanupradeep, you are the person who's going to go this, and you are the person who's going to get selected. We thought of these 4 options to be wrong, but this is not a wrong option. It's just a matter of perspective, right?
Yes, perfect.
So you should go for this one. Okay, always go for this perspective that you know. Okay, but don't ever think that there cannot be another correct answer. This can also be a correct answer. Just the thinking has to be different, and this is the thinking that we need to unlock.
Yes.
This is an out of the box idea that you are the one. This finger will point out towards you. That Bhanu Pradeep, yes, you are the person who's doing it right.
Yes. That we
So
should grasp it.
acceptance, yes, accepting and grasping it, because this an idea like this will always exist. An
Yes.
idea from this finger there, which will be generally be considered as a wrong answer for a thumbs up. Okay.
Yes.
For a thumbs up or a selection or success, this can be considered as a wrong answer. This is not going to be the wrong answer. This can be the possibility कि तुम एक पेपर में fail हो गए. ठीक है? This finger is the possibility. This possibility is pointing out the finger. This is a possibility that you may fail.
Yes.
This is the possibility that you are fail. Okay, these 3 fingers here. These are the possibilities, and these are the assertion that you are fail. But this is that one possibility is that you say na that chinna
That can
possibility
change.
in Telugu. Yes,
Yes.
that can change the whole complete game.
Yes.
Yes, and ever trust कि अगर इतना सा भी चांस है ना इस एक फिंगर में, just go for it.
Yes.
That's all.
We should try for a small change also,
Yes, try for small change.
because the small change are the single step where we can build a big empire.
Yes,
Because this finger, everyone will choose this finger, but not this finger. If you are being this
yes.
finger,
Even
then
you chose this finger.
then
So
you
it's just
are,
about the perspective, how you throw it out yourself.
yes, like this is like whole entire crowd, but this is a Elon Musk perspective.
Yes, this is the Elon Musk perspective. And I go by the Elon Musk perspective, if in your words, okay? I go by the Elon Musk perspective.
Yes, we should think in that perspective. Then only we can have an unique identity in present world.
Yes.
So can we move on to the next question?
Yes, we can.
After completion, as you mentioned that your family members, your neighbors are looking for you as an inspiration. So
Yes.
after completion of graduation without a job, is there pressure affected you?
Well, that is such a, like a situation where you are under tremendous pressure. Okay. Let me get again the flow thing. Okay. There was a specific flow where I was expecting that I'm going to go get this amazing job. Okay. It's like a piece of cake for me. I'm going to go do my job every day. I'm gonna send money at my home. Everything's gonna be fine. One happy family. My colleagues and my family, friends, the neighbors, and technically the society. In a very simple word, the society is going to look at me that yes, he's a successful person now.
Yes.
Okay, this Tanush Mishra, he's the person. This is the recognition that yes, you are going to be the success. You are the example. Now the setback that put me in a, I had to step back. The setback made me take a step back in my life, and I was at my home again.
Because at that
I was
critical
sitting around.
point, you have not analyzed
Yes,
the back step. You have
yes, I had not
been
analyzed the
thinking for
backside
the front
because
step only.
यस आई एम थिंकिंग अबाउट द फ्रंट स्टेप आगे क्या होगा हाँ ठीक है यही करना है भाई ये तो डिसीजन है सो डिसीजन अब हाथ में आ गया है तो डिसीजन के साथ में क्या करते हो आप यू ऑलवेज टेक द फ्रंट स्टेप व्हेन देयर इज अ पॉइंट कि जहाँ पे आगे में अरे अभी सामने कोई ऑब्स्टेकल आ गया अभी ऑब्स्टेकल तो मेरे तरफ बढ़ रहा है अब मुझे स्टेप बैक करना ही पड़ेगा ऑप्शन ही नहीं है पीछे के देखा तो पीछे रास्ता ही नहीं दिख रहा अंधेरा है पूरा आपके हाथ में मशाल थी आप आगे बढ़ रहे हो you had a torch in your hand you're just looking at in front you are unable to turn behind you are not able to see anything at the behind why because there's nothing visible
Nothing visible.
when there's nothing is visible then what are you going to do
Mhm.
what are you going to do you are going to be scared about it
Yeah,
as a matter of fact
fear.
if you, now here comes the Elon Musk mentality again okay more than Elon Musk mentality this is a tiger mentality okay if you have heard this thing there's a specific saying in Marathi okay a tiger takes two steps back not out of fear, but to jump on its target.
Yes, to jump
So
high.
this is the yes, this is it's the translation of that Marathi quote. But that means a tiger when it's taking two steps back, he's taking the two steps back so that he can now prepare and he's in charge in the full force.
Yes.
And we fail to see that point because we are scared of that step back. Because when it happens for the first time, everybody is like, बस अब जिंदगी खत्म है भाई मतलब
Depressed.
this is the yes depression even
Anxiety.
this thing happened with me this when this step back thing happened कि यार मेरे हाथ में तो जॉब थी अभी I was going to get I was going to get this placed in this company and now because of this thing has happened I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So I had like it's not exactly depression okay it's like somewhere where I was lost okay it's a kind of a depression मुझे पता है कि मेरे पास में स्किल्स वगैरह सब कुछ था सब कुछ मेरे मुताबिक था बट मेरे पास में तो हाथ में कुछ नहीं बचा अभी आई एम नॉट श्योर कि भाई अभी मेरा कोई कैपेबिलिटी मेरा स्टैंडिंग है या नहीं खुद के ऊपर क्वेश्चन मार्क आ रहा है आई एम डूइंग थिंग बट आई एम वेदर आई एम डूइंग द राइट थिंग
A
ये
question
क्वेश्चन
mark.
मार्क आ रहा है यस द क्वेश्चन मार्क फ्लो फिर से नेगेटिव थॉट्स का फ्लो वो शुरू में 1% ने नेगेटिव किया, 2%, 3%, वो 10% पे आएगा, 20-50%, क्या पता मैं शायद 99% नेगेटिव हो चुका हूँ अभी। लेकिन कहीं न कहीं पे जो 99% नेगेटिविटी भी थी, इसने कहीं न कहीं पे मेरे को अब मेंटली प्रिपेयर कर दिया है, ठीक है? कि अब जब मैं सक्सेस की तरफ में बढ़ रहा हूँ, ठीक है? अब मैं कोई चीज़ को अचीव करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि मैं अब एक नया वेंचर, एक नई कंपनी में अपनी जर्नी स्टार्ट किया, कंप्लीटली अ न्यू रोल।
Yes.
स्किल्स मेरे से अलाइन कर गए। आई वाज़ लकी दैट द स्किल्स अलाइन विथ मी। There are internal skills that do not align with me. Still, I'm learning those. That was important. I had to take 2 steps back. I'm at a better place right now. I'm trying to learn that thing. I'm trying to do just better, more and more better at my thing. And that's what it is all about. Ki when you have to step back, there's a pressure not just on from the society point of view, on you as well. क्योंकि तुमको answer देना है खुद को. You have to answer yourself. If
Yes.
you're not able to answer yourself, absolutely. If you are not able to answer yourself, you will think yourself as a failure. And this point came to me that yes, I'm a failure now.
Yes.
I even posted this specific WhatsApp status. I don't know what just came to my mind. I used to see like people removing their DPs and everything. Like, क्या है यार तुम लोगों के लाइफ में ऐसा तो ना होता है because I had low moments before that. So I don't know what came to my mind. I did this thing. I posted a status on my WhatsApp. Wasted 4 years for nothing.
Wasted four
Okay,
years
this
for
was a
nothing.
statement. Yes. I failed to see that it was not the institutional fault. Okay, it was not the institutional fault. That means it was not the fault of my college.
Yes.
But it came out to be that it was the fault of me that I couldn't control those negative thoughts, that flow of negative thoughts. And that negative thought come into like it started circling me again and again and again and again. Then I became negative around it.
Yes.
When I became negative around it, eventually what the thought process is going out and the what kind of inspiration is going to go out, it's gonna be negative.
Negative.
It cannot be.
Completely negative.
It's just impossible. It's
Negative
absolutely
tank.
impossible. Precisely.
So at that time, when you are thinking that there is a when you are backstepping, so then you have a question that why I have not think the backstep. Why I'm always thinking the front step only.
Because that was the first time. That was the very one of the very first time I was taking a back step. I hadn't done a job before that, a proper actual proper. Okay, I had worked with different organizations. As you just said, I worked with Indian Road Safety Campaign at IIT Delhi, and there were many more projects that I went through. I was like designing a bot, a robobot.
Yes.
The robots. Yes, a robotic, a fighting bot. I was trying to create.
Yes.
Then I was doing multiple things, but I didn't ever before that do anything as a job part. Okay, even right now at the place where I am, I don't see myself as a stable person. I see that definitely I'm not that kind of a stable person who can do a 9 to 5 job. I'm going to I'm going to keep hassle. I'm going to do like abhi aur karna hai, abhi kuch aur karna hai. I will explore. Like once I'm done with this, abhi kuch aur karunga. Ab kuch aur karu. I have to keep on trying.
Yes.
I'm not the person who can be stable at one place until and unless I feel ki haan, this is the place where I belong.
Comfortable.
Yes, this is where I'm comfortable. And I'm not saying that I'm not comfortable at my position where I am right now. I'm comfortable, but I need to expand my
More explore.
existence. Yes, explore more and put that more 100 extra 10% to make sure that my ideas reach to more people. That if I'm a person who likes to talk to people, I'm gonna make sure that I talk to more people. How can I interact with more people? How can I do more? So that is something that we call that I call is like walking out of your comfort zone.
Working out.
If I keep it, yes, that's really important in each and every position. Walking out of your comfort and step everything, because if you don't walk out of the comfort zone, then you will not explore. If you will not explore, you will not fail. If you will not fail, you will not learn. And that's the bottom line of it.
You should make a lot of mistakes to learn experience.
Precisely. Yes.
So you have said that you have a dark side of your life. So at that dark side, who helped you to come out of that situation?
So there was a specific point where I was like really into this, like that flow thing, and I had to change my flow. I was going through the YouTube videos. Okay, like I won't take names. You know who I'm talking about. There are like multiple people who are there.
Mm.
There's this specific. I like kudos to some specific people. Even I tried making some YouTube videos and everything. I even did that because I'm a writer. Okay, I'm a writer as well. As I just said that. So I'm a writer. So I really love writing. So I have stories on my mind. So I sometimes give it a thought and then I just give it like pen them down and I just keep it. ठीक है, करेंगे जब सही समय होगा ये भी करेंगे अपन. So that is something that I tried to throw out my pressure, but उससे ना partial pressure कम हो रहा था. पूरा जो रहता है ना चीजें sort नहीं हो रही थी. And I have older sister who always is like कि तुझसे कुछ नहीं हो पाएगा. ठीक है,
Okay.
क्योंकि तुझे है ना मेहनत करने की आदत नहीं है. Because I am that guy. Okay. I see there's a specific. I'm like एकदम rush नहीं करता हूँ मैं चीजों पे. I think, analyze, and what are my skills, and I will try to go little bit out of my box. Little bit out of my box. बहुत ज्यादा नहीं, just थोड़ा सा. Little bit every time a little bit. And at my current position where I was trying, but that little bit was not enough.
Mm.
That little bit was not enough. I had to, like do a boom, kaboom. I just give it a blast out.
Do more.
And that's where my sister said कि तुझे कोई स्किल आती है क्या? मैंने बोला हाँ, लोगों से इंटरेक्ट अच्छा कर लेता हूँ, सिविल इंजीनियरिंग की पढ़ाई की है, नॉलेज है अच्छा मेरे पास में, और क्या करूँ, मतलब क्या बताऊँ तुमको. So I had a discussion with her, and the conclusion of the discussion having came out कि तू कुछ भी कर, तू जॉब्स पे अप्लाई करना शुरू कर. So I started to apply for jobs like hell. Let me tell, hell you is an understatement. Hell is such an understatement that in a day I used to apply for minimum 150 jobs in a day. I'm just talking about in a day. I
24 hours.
quickly started. Yes, this thing is like now I'm like feeling confident कि हाँ भी कि मैं कुछ कर रहा हूँ. Now again that flow is working. अब जो 99% जो negativity आने लगी है, ठीक है. Now I started to get calls from people. Okay, I started to get the call interviews. Okay, so there was a call screening. Then there used to be
Telephonic
like there are
interview.
multiple. Yes, absolutely, the telephonic and everything. And I got rejected at so many interviews that I got the habit of getting rejected. I got the habit of. I was getting down, but I was still fine with it. I did not find it as an issue. I was totally fine. I don't know why I was fine with it. But somehow or the other, I was feeling this kind of thing that I'm making at least a hassle. Okay, every time I used to go to an interview, the interview used to be like, yes. Like most of the interviews, I even applied for technical fields like coding and stuff where I didn't know. Even I'm like so bad. In our college, we had Python programming in our like first year something. So I like Python programming कर लिया, सब कर लिया. With the help of a friend, obviously, I don't need to like any deep in that. It's a self-explanatory. Okay,
Yes.
everybody knows how the under the table thing goes.
Yes.
So I still had to do that, and I just got I got past it. Now I still was applying for coding jobs. They were impressed with my skills on the part where the reason why I was happy. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you now. The reason I was happy even after getting rejected was because people were actually looking into my face and they were saying that you are an amazing person, you are a capable person with amazing skills and interaction is amazing. Like you are just an auto. However, we cannot hire you because there's a specific basic need of coding that is required. If you had that one quality, I would have made sure that you get a minimum XYZ pay. And that's my word to you. These were the statement that like happened like around fourth. So this fourth and fifth interview, and they were like the beginning ones. Okay,
Yes.
and these interviews from some of the international companies that I applied for. Okay,
Nice.
for very high reputed roles. And I got selected on the basis where my for telephone screening went very well. Okay, and on that was just the thing. And I was pretty sure I'm not going to get selected for this. I'm like, हाँ ठीक है देखेंगे जो होगा. नहीं होने वाला है, क्या ही करेंगे, ठीक है. And I did this thing because my sister was putting me out to coding jobs and she wanted me to apply. सो दैट कि मेरे को समझ में आया तो कि भाई इंटरव्यू में क्या बोलना है, कम से कम मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा। सो आई न्यू होने वाला तो है नहीं तुम्हारा कुछ। ये जो चीज थी ना, वो फ्रीनेस जो थी, वो रिजेक्शन के बाद में भी मेरे को कहीं ना कहीं पे एक स्टेप ऊपर, एक स्टेप ऊपर, एक स्टेप ऊपर वो पुश करना चालू की। सो फ्रॉम नाउ,
Because
फ्रॉम
you
एन
are
अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट गाय,
experiencing that rejections, why you are getting
एग्जैक्टली,
rejected.
exactly, and knowing now and knowing the reason why I'm getting rejected, and that's not the problem from my end. I have skills, I have everything that they need. तो चलो ठीक है फिर एचआर
But
भी
the
ट्राई करके
requirement
देखते
is
हैं।
not matching from your end.
हाँ हाँ, रिक्वायरमेंट मेरी तरफ से मैच नहीं कर रही, उनके उनको उस इंसान की जरूरत नहीं है।
Yes,
एंड दे आर सजेस्टिंग मी रोल्स इन देयर ओन कंपनी नाउ।
yes,
Okay, first week went through like this, and now from the second week they are suggesting me roles.
yes.
Yes, we have a capable candidate named Tanush Mishra who can do the business development thing. We have a capable candidate by this name. You get an interview for this and this coding round, and you did not get selected. However, we have an opportunity.
Yes.
And after going, and multiple, I got selected for a few of the companies, and I had time of like 14 days to get that, and that's how I got into this specific company that I am right now. And then I decided, okay, now this looks something
Okay.
appealing to me कि हाँ चलो अब करना पड़ेगा, let's do this. That's how I ended here. And that's important because आपको confidence किस चीज से आ जाएगा पता नहीं चलेगा। ठीक है, मुझे नहीं पता था कि मैं बस इतने वेग आइडिया से जाऊंगा, गोइंग बाय सच अ वेग आइडिया, thinking about कि yes we'll see whatever will happen, and it just got me back my confidence. Why? Because I was interacting to people again.
Yes.
People were actually happy with the things that I was doing. They were. I literally did this thing. I'm a really bad singer. I'm not going to sing. If you do think I'm not going to sing, sing. I had to actually sing to someone during a call interview. Okay, and they said you have a great amount of confidence. I think we can use that, and that's how things turn out to be for me. So just do those things. Do those things. And the reason I sang was very different. The call was put on hold by the person who was on the other side, and I was singing for myself. It was not intention. I'm not going to recommend it to anyone to not do that. Okay, I'm very clear with this, to not do that.
Yes.
So that's how it happened.
Yes. Yes. It will happen.
Mhm.
So if you have not listened to your sister voice, again you will be in the trauma only. So because you have
Yes,
listened to your sister voice, you have experienced that rejections. So
yes,
then
absolutely. And it becomes a very integral part, okay, at times that you need someone, okay. And when you don't have someone, it's really hard, but it's not impossible. Let me tell you that. It's not impossible. It's hard, but it's not impossible.
we should try to get someone who support us.
There are people who want to support us. It's just that we need to trust them कि हाँ भाई, कि तुम सही में genuinely उस चीज के लिए खड़े हो मेरे साथ में. You need to be able to understand, जो हम लोग नहीं करते हैं.
It was a great experiences shared by you.
Pleasure.
So have you ever thought that your professional career will be different from your learned?
Yes, I did thought about that, but not exactly this. I did thought that I will, like as a kid, okay, a kid like 17-year-old, a kid of 20, 18-year-old kid, okay, first year of engineering. हाँ ठीक है, सिविल इंजीनियरिंग कर रहा हूँ, सिविल इंजीनियरिंग कर रहा हूँ ना, ठीक है, तब तक के कुछ ना कुछ तो कर ही लेंगे. I'll do
Building
something.
houses.
Like I'm like, either I'll be building houses, doing something like that, or I will appeal for the government examination. I'll do something like that. Because in the very first onset of my first year of engineering, I'm still in that study mode. Okay, एक चीज नहीं हुआ तो जेई मेंस क्लियर नहीं हुआ, एडवांस क्लियर नहीं हुआ, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, दूसरा कुछ कर लेंगे यार, तब तक के अपन तो पढ़ाई करने में उतने अच्छे हैं ना, स्कोर वाज नॉट दैट बैड, आई डिडंट हैड अ वेरी बैड स्कोर, सो आई थिंक कर लेंगे, हो जाएगा. मतलब हायर एग्जाम्स के लिए अपन प्रिपेयर करेंगे, हो जाएगा. व्हाट केम आफ्टर इज अ डिफरेंट स्टोरी.
Yes.
बट मोर इम्पोर्टेंटली, दैट ऑनसेट मेड मी रियलाइज कि कहीं ना कहीं पे आगे चल के फ्यूचर में अगर ये चीज नहीं भी करता है जो फ्लो हो रहा था उस समय का, तो ठीक है, मैं राइटर बन जाऊंगा. and I did the writing work. It's not like I did not do the writing work. I did writing work.
Like
I
hobby.
worked for, yes, as a hobby, as not just as a hobby. I even shared some scripts with some people who have actually made videos on those. I
Okay.
was just doing that for experience. I was just doing it for experience, and they really appreciated my work, and I was really happy about it. I used to tell stories to some of my friends, elaborated stories. I'm like, even now I know like there are like I really expand things while I'm trying to explain that. So I know. So I used to tell the stories to my friends, and they used to listen to them, and they used to be like, yeah, you have a great story, but you like it just went too lengthy.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, I'm happy now. So you just f of x.
Yes. F of X.
Yes. So that situation went on a very long time where I'm thinking I'm going to do this. Then I did startups as well. I did um, just before I got into video editing. I got into photo editing. I got into like writing was my brain. Then I tried for acting as well. Thanks to a friend who may not like to be called by the name Vicky Santani. He's a great friend of mine, and like he's like my like someone whom I met just as a person कि हाँ ठीक है मिलके देखते हैं and now he is like one of the gems that I have and I shout out to Vicky now okay on that point so he's a great friend he is somewhere or the somewhere or the other he used to be on the call कि हाँ कुछ नहीं अपन कर लेंगे ना हाँ ठीक है ऐसा हो रहा है हाँ चल ऐसा करके देख even today right now when I'm speaking to him he was the one who suggested कि हाँ ठीक है कि तेरे पॉइंट्स रख तो सही सामने लोगों के सुनेंगे तुझे समझेंगे फिर देखेंगे अपन जो होगा so he is the one who has been a constant support outside my family. There were other people. There was like I would actually like to call their names out. There's Miss Sakshi. Okay. There's Miss Anisha. There's Miss Muskan. And these are like few people who have played a very important role in my life. And there's this another person who may not be like to call by the name Janvi. So these are four people who have been like these four, 5 people in my life. They have been a constant support outside my family. Mom and dad, absolutely. I don't need to tell their sacrifices or anything. I'm not the right person to actually name those things, and everybody can relate with that at this point. So it's something where you are and where you want to be. Okay, where you want to be is a goal. Okay, so looking at that goal, हाँ, ठीक है कर लेंगे हो जाएगा क्या ही बात है but when you start working on it
And then
working towards it yes and then you realize कि मेरे ऐसे तो कितने लोग जा रहे हैं उस पॉइंट पे मेरा क्या पोजीशन है उसमें so you will can get into self doubt but however when you get the self doubt you also forget the skills that you have developed which happened with me
mm,
I was having issue with the skills that I had developed I had forgotten about them I was thinking नहीं अब तो civil engineering ही end है life का end civil engineering that's it and जब वहां पर पहुंचे तो अभी मैं कहाँ पर हूँ the answer is right in front of me I'm here where I'm not actually using the name of my degree I'm using my skills and I'm
skills.
proving myself with my skills. So right now I'm in a position where people know that yes, I am the person who has made my name and my position and my who's going to grow much higher and higher on the basis and the power of the skills and the understanding and the things that I have grasped all this time and I'm going to grasp more and I'm going to f of x do it.
So we need to adapt more skills rather than degree.
Yes, adapt more skills. No, degree is somewhere or the other basics. Okay,
It's just a
the
piece of
basics
paper.
will get outed. No, it's not a piece of paper. Okay, obviously, you when you go for a job, they will ask you what you have done.
Entry
चार
card.
साल कहाँ थे भाई तुम 4 साल कहाँ थे फिर 12वीं के बाद में जॉब के लिए अप्लाई करते हैं ना आफ्टर 12th go for a job after your what's like I think degree polytechnic okay people do polytechnic
Diploma.
as well so go after diploma go directly get a job why did you do that degree or be why even diploma also after 10th try doing a job
Yeah.
like start your own hotel start a small business see how it works maybe you will understand some skills of the MBA fraternity
Yeah.
that is what it is all
Marketing.
about Marketing, exactly. So everything like cooking food is also a huge example of it. So like multiple things that you are doing has multiple outcomes. It's not necessary that degree is important. It's not necessary degree is not important. Degree can give you an extra push. Being from an Indian society, degree can give you an extra push. It can give you an extra time. What mentality we have developed, what I had also is a very well put it out. डिग्री का जो 4 साल है भाई साहब इसके अंदर में समझेंगे क्या करना है जिंदगी का चिल लेंगे उसके बाद में जॉब ले लेंगे बैठ जाएंगे लाइफ ऐसे काम नहीं करती वो
Life
चार
is
साल के अंदर में वो 4 साल का रिग्रेट भी हो सकता है आपको
yes,
इफ यू आर नॉट प्रिपेयर्ड और वो 4 साल ना लो आप आपके 12th के बाद में आप तुरंत है ना किसी होटल में जॉब भी करो तो क्या पता आप उसमें से कोई स्किल सीख जाओ हाउ टू मैनेज योर फाइनेंसेस you can learn how to manage people you can learn how to talk to people you can learn how to cook if you're a cook yes absolutely you can learn anything and the main picture of both these people though bhai both are the twins after 12th one went for engineering another went for a job like a very simple job okay? 4 साल की दोनों ने इंजीनियरिंग कर ली फॉर एग्जाम्पल समझ लो कि दोनों ने कुक क्या होता है शेफ
chef,
ठीक है he took the job of chef in a hotel in a local hotel. This other guy, he went to
hotel
MBA or
management.
what? Yeah, hotel management, right? Thank you for helping with that. He went for hotel management. After 2 years of this course of the hotel management, what this guy is having in his hand is right now कि उसके पास पर डिग्री है नाम की ठीक है अब वो एक्सपीरियंस ढूंढने के लिए किसी होटल में जाके काम करेगा ठीक है by this time this person who started is without a degree but he have worked in 2 years in a hotel as a cook or whatever position but now he knows how he has to interact with people so जो स्टार्टिंग लाइन दोनों की थी ना जॉब की ठीक है वो डिफरेंस जो थी ना ये यहाँ पर मिस करना डिग्री तो आ गया बट ये एक्सपीरियंस की लोगों से बात कैसे करना लोगों से इंटरेक्ट कैसे करना कैसे समझाने की मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ क्यों कर रहा हूँ कैसे कर रहा हूँ ये इंसान को पता है अभी
Yes,
तो जितना एक्सपीरियंस है 2 साल की ये अब यहाँ पर ये एग्जाम्पल होगी कि जहाँ पे पेपर की
yes,
इसके बीच में जो दूसरा पर्सन है ठीक है इसके एक्सपीरियंस में यहाँ से यहाँ पे मेरे हाथ शायद स्क्रीन में दिखे ना इतने ज्यादा ऊपर यहाँ से जब तक कि ये इसके लेवल में आएगा ठीक है इसके लेवल में ये इंसान कहीं और जा चुका होगा समझ रहे हो क्या पता ये इंसान इसको एम्प्लॉय करे उस पॉइंट पे ठीक
yes,
है नाउ दैट्स वन साइड ऑफ द स्टोरी ना अदर साइड ऑफ द स्टोरी consider a person again the very same example twin brothers now one boy goes for coding into a college
okay,
coding or something like that okay and the other person goes now he has a degree he has this person who went to college has a degree he has a specialization and everything and this person may have a specialization may not have a specialization people might have there might be a trust factor with this person and the other person might not get a trust factor कि यहाँ पे डिग्री है ठीक है सिखा देंगे कैपेबिलिटी नहीं है इसकी सिक्योरिटी नहीं है क्या सिखाएंगे इसको इसको हटाओ इसको रखो ये चीजें थी नाउ द डिग्री made you pass
yes,
it's not just a piece of paper
yes,
so it's a perspective and position where the things change and that's where the difference occurs
different perspective of thinking. Again, coming back to Elon Musk perspectives.
yes the Elon Musk perspective
What are the skills needed to get placed in any company? What are the basic skills?
getting placed more than basic skills I think you need to check for the role you're going for
Okay,
okay if you are a coder great coder and you go into a company in a hotel management line okay hotel management line what is your use there झाड़ू पोछा मारो so identifying the opportunity is as important as going for the opportunity or skills don't go for the company's portfolio go for your portfolio कि मेरी क्या skills है भाई मेरे skills भानु प्रदीप को कन्विंस करना है कि मैं बेस्ट हूँ ठीक है भानु प्रदीप कौन है बॉस है मेरा ठीक है मुझे कुछ नहीं आता बट मैं कन्विंस करने में अच्छा हूँ मैं कहाँ पे जा सकता हूँ आई कैन गो टू HR yes here I am in HR now I am a great cook Bhanu Pradeep needs a coder Is there any use of me to Bhanu Pradeep? No, it doesn't make sense.
We should see our
I am a
skills
great,
and we should
exactly,
analyze our skill set and we should try to apply that skill.
analyze your skills. Exactly, analyze your skills. Look where it's required. Look where it's valued. That's also important. Look where you are valued as well.
Yes.
People don't value you at times. And getting understanding that money is not everything and value is also something is a very, very important thing. If you don't know where you are going to get valued, so everything just becomes a normal hassle. वो तो तुम ऐसे भी कर रहे हो, ऐसे भी कर रहे हो. तो
Yes.
ठीक है, या तो कोई कंपनी में जाकर के पूछा मार लो, या फिर अगर तुम अच्छे कुक हो तो जाकर किसी छोटी सी होटल में खाना बनाओ जहाँ पे तुम्हारी रिस्पेक्ट है, सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट है.
Yes.
क्या पता वहां से तुम एक बड़े होटल में पहुंच जाओ, क्या पता मास्टर शेफ में पहुंच जाओ.
Yes. From from small hotel we can upgrade. Why are a lot of people not fulfilling their dream jobs?
Dream jobs. Okay, I just need a like very simple answer from you. What is your dream job? That's a question to you. Okay, sorry.
My dream job is working at Apple.
No, no, no. What do you think is a dream job? What do you think is a dream job?
Dream job is which gives me enjoy to work.
So tell me that I am a person who loves coding. Okay.
Okay.
I'm a person who loves coding and I'm in a company where I'm coding every day in a cubicle 24/7. Okay. Not 24/7, okay, 9/5. I'm in a 9/5 coding for all my time and I'm contented. Okay. But like I don't hate my job, but my passion is to be a singer.
No.
Okay. So in this scenario, what's supposed to be my dream job?
Singer. Because your
Singer.
passion.
Okay. Yes, it's my passion. So it's supposed to be my dream job. But I am happy now.
Yeah.
I am happy doing that coding also. And I have no issues. Okay, now just an example. This is a mindset where, yes, I'm contented with the job I'm having at hand, where I don't think that a dream job is required. However, if you have a dream job, if you think, okay, if you are doing a 9/5 job for, like, say, like 5 days to 6 days a week, okay, and you have that extra half day on Saturday and one full day on Sunday, and you know that you want to get there, that singing competition, that singing place, that extra video you need to make, that impression you want to put out to people that they want to sing, want to hear you singing more. In that case, you need to do something. And what that something is, do you know? That something actually here is the potentiality. What's the potential? The potential of your giving the extra 10%. कि हफ्ते के 6 दिन काम कर लिए, ऐसे लोगों के लिए वो जो एक दिन है ना, वो संडे बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. उस संडे को जाओ, तुम लोगों के सामने गाना गाओ, नाचो, झूमो, उन लोगों को इम्प्रेस करो. Give that one day. Don't take off that on that one day कि नहीं यार आज थक गया यार, अब क्या संडे करना है यार, चलो छुट्टी के रेस्ट करता हूँ. क्यों कर रहे हो रेस्ट? ताकि तुम जिंदगी भर वही 6 दिन के जॉब में अटके रहो. Take rest when you are out of that 6-day painful job and you have the capability and the stability of doing that 6-day job, a 6-day job that might be singing as your passion, and you are happy with it. Fun बन जाएगा ना?
Yes, yes.
Life will simply become fun for you.
Yes.
So in the beginning, when you know you have got it that yes, this is the thing. This is that thing that I want to have. Okay? This is that thing that I want to have here.
It is not visible.
Not really, it's not visible. Okay, now it's visible.
Oh, yes.
So this is the thing that I want to have.
Yes.
Okay. I am like, this is a coffee that I want to have. Okay. It is amazing taste. This is chai that I want to have. There's tea inside it. Okay. I'm a tea lover. So this is the cup of tea that I want to have. Like this much big tea. Okay. What I'll have to do? No matter if I'm coming from my office and I'm really in the pain and I'm really, really exhausted and I want that chai, I will have to go to the kitchen. I'll have to take that extra effort. I'll have to make it for me.
Yes.
तो चाय बनानी है, एफर्ट लेना पड़ेगा ना.
Yes.
या फिर तुम अगर बहुत अच्छे बड़े मेट्रोपॉलिटन सिटी में रहते हो तो भाई एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट लो, पैसे लगाओ, ऑर्डर कर लो. मुझे तो दिक्कत नहीं है भाई ऑर्डर करने से. आपके मैं खुद जाके बनाता हूँ. मुझे मेरे हाथ की चाय पसंद है. मुझे बाहर की बहुत रेयर पसंद आती है. तो मैंने इतनी अपनी चाय बना ली. ठीक है, तो क्या किया मैंने, एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट दिया
Yes.
एंड अब मैं खुश हूँ उसमें. सो दैट इज माई ड्रीम कप ऑफ टी.
You're
So this
experiencing
is
that
a,
thing.
yeah, yeah, this I'm experiencing that tea and I'm happy about it. So like if you are contented, not contented with your current job and you want to have something that can make you contented, just go and do that extra effort.
That
Life
spend that
में
extra time wisely.
exactly 42 weeks रहते हैं ना, 52 weeks I think yearly annually we have like 53 weeks. So 53 weeks मतलब 365 में से अगर आपके पास में अराउंड 50 डेज भी अगर निकल रहे हैं जो आप अपने पैशन 40 डेज या 50 डेज एक साल के अंदर में 40 से 50 डेज भी आप अगर निकाल पा रहे हो, I think you have done your part of the job because
Yes.
you have improved and you have made sure that you are actually achieving something, and which is
Yes.
very important.
Yes.
Giving that assurance to yourself कि हाँ कि मैं मेरे उसके लिए कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है. एंड भाई साहब किसी इंसान के लिए ना कोई चीज को 50 डेज में अचीव करना बहुत बड़ी चीज नहीं है.
Yes.
वो चीज तक के पहुंचना भले ही थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है, हर किसी का तरीका डिफरेंट है, आप स्टार्ट जहाँ से करते हो लेकिन आई थिंक 50 डेज इज मोर देन इनफ. At least not for me as a person, because I am a very lazy person. I will again say that I do little things at a time.
Yes.
So my process is different. But I think 50 days in a year, if you're not content where you are, stability है क्या आपके पास में, वो भी बहुत important होती है. If you're saying that I am happy where I am, that's it. And it's good enough. If I'm not happy, okay, I have an idea, okay. But are you sure that idea is going to work? Because if you're leaving a job, it's a do or die,
Yes.
right? It's a
Yes.
do or die for
Do or
you
die.
when you're leaving a job. Exactly. When you're doing a job, you are having to go do or die. So जब do or die करना है तो do or die दो ही तरह के लोग करते हैं, याद रखना कभी भी. Do or die सिर्फ दो तरह के लोग करते हैं. एक तो बहुत स्मार्ट है जिसको इतना कॉन्फिडेंस वैसे हो तो फाड़ देंगे, ठीक है. दूसरे वो लोग होते हैं जो होते हैं उल्लू. There's a specific word for it. मैं वर्ड बोलूंगा नहीं. Okay, you understood that word, and I think everybody will understand कि वो जो एक सेकंड वाला टाइप होता है ना, उस टाइप के लोग, ठीक है, वो होते हैं जो जॉब पे हाँ ठीक है देख लेंगे जो होगा. भाई खाओगे क्या आप, घर पे क्या भेजोगे, घर पे नहीं भेजोगे, चलो खुद का भी, आप घर से कब तक के पैसे लोगे, खुद का सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट नहीं है आपका, ठीक है, कब तक के लोगे. कम से कम आप किसी से पैसे ले रहे हो तो आप वापस ले दे सकते हो क्या उसको. आप आज बोल रहे हो कि मैंने भानु प्रदीप से 100 रुपीज दिए, क्यों लिया, हाँ ठीक है ये रीजन था लिया मैंने कि भाई भूख लगी थी, ठीक है यार कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. बट सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट कहाँ गया तुम्हारा.
Down.
तुम्हारा वहां पर में अब तुमको 1-2 महीने तक के करने के लिए तुम्हारे हाथ में कुछ है नहीं. या तो तुम्हारे पास में कॉन्क्रीट होना चाहिए कि तुम बोलो कि छोड़ा है ना तो मैं कुछ अचीव दिखाऊंगा. उतना कॉन्फिडेंस है कि भाई साहब मैं 4 महीने पैसा नहीं कमाऊंगा, 4 महीने भूखा रह लूंगा, 4 महीने पे रह लूंगा, पर भाई साहब ये चीज काम करेगी. इतना कॉन्फिडेंस चीज की तरफ में जाओ, वरना जा तो जिंदगी ऐसे भी रही थी, ऐसे भी रही है, पैसे ले रहे थे पैसे भी ले रहे हो, क्या डिफरेंस पड़ रहा है दोनों चीजों में. हाथ में है तुमको कॉन्फिडेंस उस चीज, उस आइडिया पे, उस आइडियोलॉजी पे, उस एल्गोरिदम पे तुमको इतना भरोसा है कि वो चीज वर्कआउट करेगी. नहीं है तो फिर घर बैठो, बाहर ही मत निकलो.
It is a great answer from you. You are explaining in a clear way by putting up on a spontaneous story.
It's
So
just a process. It's a flow. This is just one word, flow. One flow, one right thought can take you up, one wrong can bring you down. That's the flow. That's it.
okay. So you have previously mentioned that you are the founding member of an NGO. Could you please talk a bit about it?
Yes, sure. That's something of a very, like that's a part of story that has been with me from a very younger time, younger days of my childhood. So I'm from Akola. That's my hometown and my native place. So I'm born and raised here. So when I was very young, very young, my family used to be like we are from a conservative family, and like most of the, like my grandfather is a teacher, my mom and dad even they are from the like teaching fraternity. So like family में वो बोलते हैं ना जनरेशन वाइज चला आ
literature.
रहा है. Yes. Even I used to do teaching for like as a part time. मैंने भी जॉब किया है उसका. मैं बच्चों को पढ़ाता था. I used to do that thing as well. So that was like हमारे फैमिली में एग्जिस्ट करता ही है. So everybody used to see as of our family as a very high family. And this thing happened where like when I was very young, I used to see kids when I was in fourth and fifth. I used to see kids younger than me. They used to like like go there's like kharra, kharra, gutka,
Yes,
tobacco. Yeah,
yes,
sorry, I didn't couldn't get that word in the first while. Like tobacco, and then they used to they smoke bidi. Very
yes,
young kids, okay,
yes,
in the rural section,
yes,
and I didn't understand that thing at that point. But even that somehow or the other, like ये ऐसे कैसे कर रहा है? Like from at our family place, we are never seen such things. कि भाई
yes,
कोई स्मोक कर रहा है, सिगरेट कर रहा है, इतना छोटा सा बच्चा समझता नहीं था, बट इतना पता था गलत है वो चीज.
yes. It is a wrong
ठीक है
thing.
कि नहीं करनी है. Yes, it's a wrong thing. You can't do that.
Mm,
So this thing is somewhere, and also it is something that put a question mark on my mind.
mm,
Also, um, this the locality where I reside in is a rural as well as it's a place like I have just a police station right in front of my house.
okay.
And every now and then there are incidences where I hear a crime scene that someone was murdered, someone was snatched, there's a theft
Yes,
and stuff like that. They're like, and even like our locality comes down. I'm pretty open about it that our locality comes into one of the blacklisted. If you apply for a loan, if you live in a blacklisted area, there's a very low possibility that there's a very low credit score that you get. Okay,
yes,
and our locality comes into that one place. And the whole and sole reason how it happened to be is because what my family thinks is it's because of the lack of knowledge and education that we provide these people. And my grandfather has taught many people for free. His name is Ramakant Mishra.
okay,
And that's from where the Ramakant Foundation came into the existence founded by my mother.
okay.
And that's how. So it's a family thing, okay? That we actually want to help people. So we teach children for free. We we go out at times. We take these children to places where orphans are there. Okay, so they at least I know you can't change 100% of people at once, but that drop can it can create a small wave.
Change.
So if you're
Small vibration.
saving a small vibration, that small vibration can create such a difference.
Yes,
My mom has taught, I have taught, my sister has taught, and my father has taught. All of four people have taught and seen such examples where young men who were in fifth or sixth standard, they even didn't know that what is the answer of 5 into 4.
5 into 4.
This is, yes, it's 20.
20.
For us, it's 20. Yeah, it's a quick thing. It's like snap of fingers.
20.
But those are underprivileged people.
Yes,
They go to some, I won't take names of the schools, like they go to some local schools. Okay.
yes,
And these schools are like those, just a moment, like these are like government aided. So these schools are not really working that well. So I'm not blaming them. They might be having some technical disadvantages. They may be having some um, but they could be multiple reasons. Okay,
development issue.
infrastructure, yeah, developmental issues. So that's a completely different picture, which I don't blame anyone for. Okay, but now this their parents are not in the situation where they can see they themselves are unemployed, and
Struggling a lot.
they themselves are like illiterate. So how
Literate
would
and
they
struggling a lot to have a food.
exactly? They're struggling for that. So what we do is okay, you come to a place. We started this NGO with the very pure intention that you come to a place, and what we are going to do is we are going to give you education, okay, for free. And in this past few years, very limited children come. Okay, they're like 20. What is within a limit, we do that. Okay, they're like around 40 to 50 children that we teach every time possible at frequent breaks. It has gone down in the time of Corona.
Okay.
So we gave out grains instead of that, like so that people have at least a meal for a time.
Yes.
We like I was like we are trying to provide some people with grains. I worked at communication kitchens and various places so that people can be given that kind of an extra chance so that the things can work out with them.
Mm.
So we did our possible end in that way. And Ramakant Foundation completely works on the basis that how we can help people now. It started from the very whole perspective of um, the
Education.
the education, but it not now it's not limited to the education. Now we are into helping people with their careers, like employment
Photo.
also. There are like young women, the young girls in our surrounding who needed jobs. So my mom has great contacts in various places of the city. So she sometimes helps out with them. So if they are sitting off at home instead, they can at least earn 10,000, 20,000 bucks for themselves, for the family.
Mm.
That will make their life easier. They may learn something new. They may get a better job. There are teaching them like the not my mom doesn't teach them, but she sends them to the classes where she could learn. There are girls who have learned makeup. They
Okay.
become makeup artists.
Mm.
They're trying to make their own earning. It started from a sole intention of education, from where it branched.
It branches into various fields.
Yes, absolutely. And that's how we ended up helping people. And now we are even and that's not the only place that's an NGO that we start. But it's not the only place I work. I just said like I was doing rural development. I went to Odisha. I was like helping out the people. There's this place that calls by the name Raigada. Actually, this moment exists there, and they're like very inspirational people, and I really commend them on that. These people, these women stood up, okay, against their husbands for the consumption of alcohol,
Mm.
and we are not the part of the movement. We are actually just the people who have pushed the movement. All we can do is push. They want that change in their life, and to make them realize that the change that they want that can be brought
Okay.
is what we did. And even I won't say I did it. There were people who had been working that from before that. I just went there, I stood there and I just witnessed that moment. I will say this. I witnessed that, and at that now at this position, I feel if these women who come from illiterate places, but they can do things for their family so that their children can have a bright future. I
Yes.
feel that right now, if I can create a little bit of ripples in the still water, things are going to change.
We are the one to change our country or the places
Absolutely,
where is illiterate. So we need
yes,
to help an
absolutely,
illiterate people and illiterate families so that they can
yes,
get out of their situations.
yes. So getting them out of the situation and making them realize that balance of things is important.
Yes, balance
We are
of
not
civility.
asking your we are वी आर नॉट सेइंग कि भाई अपने बच्चों को पूरे खेती बाड़ी मत करने बोलो कि जाकर के वो कॉलेज में पढ़े ताकि वो हमारे जैसे बोलते हैं ना एक जो एक मेंटालिटी है कि हाँ भाई कि हमारे तलवे चाटे हम
Mm.
वो नहीं चाहते हम वो कतई नहीं चाहते ठीक है व्हाट वी वांट इज वी वांट देम टू अर्न देयर लिविंग we want them to understand the value of education so that they can provide themselves and their children with education. What we want is that they should be knowing that with this education, what is the right use of that education. And after getting educated, they should be able to uplift their own society and not the other people. This
They
is
should
being
uplift us.
education for their own upliftment. The biggest
Exactly.
problem here, that thing is the thinking where people are, I think is happening. I don't give this as a statement. This is what I believe is happening. Okay, people who who are already privileged, they try to get more privileges.
Yes.
Okay, some people get certain XYZ reservation. This is a very common. This is not limited to just the people of the specific caste or sect. Okay, it's a general thing. If you know that you are capable enough to pay your sons or your daughters annual fee, so just pay it. so that someone else who is not able to pay that fee
They
might
can.
be able to use that benefit.
Yes.
Yes, they can use that quota, that scholarship.
They can
Okay,
also get
so this
educated.
comes from, yes, so this comes from the person's oneself. Yes, self realization regarding this thing that yes, I have to pay 1 लाख रुपीस ऑफ ईयर क्योंकि मेरी कैपेबिलिटी है तो मैं पे करूंगा. तुम अगर वहां पर भी बेनिफिट किसी और गरीब का ले रहे हो, व्हाट इज व्हाट इज योर पॉइंट, व्हाट इज द पॉइंट ऑफ योर ओन, लाइक इतना हार्ड एंड मनी जो तुम बोल रहे हो कि भाई इतना पैसा कमा लिया है मैंने, तुमने क्या कर लिया, वो किसी और के पैसे के बदले किसी और की जेब में जा सकता तो. So I think this is something a problem with the mentality as well in this scenario. So it's not, education is not just about one thing, but it's connected. So it's just a web of different things. So when this web connects, it's just the center point. We see one word. What is that? It's education. So we are defining this word.
Education.
So when we join these lines, it becomes a web.
Yes.
So when you yourself find the right way to connect with that, everything works out eventually.
How many years back Amakant has started?
I think it has been 7 or 8 years. 7 or 8. I don't exactly remember the year because we have been doing this teaching work for a very long time. We have been doing this teaching work for a very, very long time.
Okay.
So, like, pointing it out, keep Abhishek Shura is hard for me on a personal note. Most of the things happen here from that point till now are something that were envisioned by my mother. So, my mother is a great example for me. So is my dad. So, here's the thing, in rest of the family household, the father is the one who is the dominator. However, in my family, I believe my mom is the one who is the dominator. But this is because, not because my dad doesn't want to dominate or my dad can't dominate. This is because somewhere or the other, my dad is a very silent person. He's a very peaceful person, and my dad has all this time put out this certain kind of an energy. Okay, he has always shown that kind of a trust towards my mom.
Yes.
Okay, and that somewhere makes me understand that how important is the role of a supporter.
Yes.
Okay, how important that role is to make something work out. बोलते हैं ना, there's a saying that एक म्यान में दो तलवारें नहीं रह सकती.
Yes.
Two
So
swords
now,
can't. Yes, absolutely. So two kings can't rule a kingdom.
single kingdom.
Exactly. There
That is
needs
right.
to be someone who has to step back. So my dad was the person who is the example for the patience for me, who has given that trust and कि हाँ ठीक है, we will make this thing work out. We will make this thing work out. It is going to work out. That support ki हाँ, my mom was the first announcer at All India Radio Akola. She was the first announcer here as Hindi announcer. She was the first one. When she used to go for a job, my dad used to take care of both of us. He used to go for his job. So my mom used to cook the food, do everything. My dad used to support her. And even now, every day, when my mom is right now at home, she's a homemaker right now. She is like taking a kind of a detox. So right now, even now, my dad is like, हाँ तुमको मदद चाहिए, चलो मैं ये कर देता हूँ. So my dad is such an exemplary role of a supporter, which usually in other families a wife does. Okay, and for me it becomes really not just a shock, but like an inspiration that yes, even a man can be great support, and this is something that can be applied in a company as well, in a place, in a functional company as well. If you are at a commendable position and you know there are people, there's a certain person who is like amazing at certain thing, so let him do that. Take a step back, give him that support. Catchy resources don't they will prove themselves, and there's a very high possibility they will do it better than you.
Yes.
Also, on the standpoint of my mother never was like proud of it. She has been the respect of her family. She has been the greatest inspiration. She has been the person जो हमारे फैमिली का बोलते हैं ना नाक ऊंची करके जो रख ठीक है. She is the power name of the family. Each and
She's the
every
icon
person
of
in
your
the
family.
society. Yes, she is the man of a family.
Mm.
Don't take it wrong. She's the she is the anchor of the family, and my dad is the support.
Support.
So while the anchor is going to showing the direction, the support is making sure that
That you
nothing
can go in
harms
a
that
direction.
person. Yes, then I'm right here. And there's my sister then. So we ourselves like are a small company. Our family is like a small company. Mishra family is a Mishra company.
Yes.
Okay, where I am the newest employee. I'm the youngest one. So I'm the newest employee. So when I see at these three people around me, I see an example. And there's this woman, okay, who is setting an example where people usually think the woman has the lower position.
Yes.
Okay. There's this man who is taking the lower position so that he can push the woman. Okay. So that he has always been that silent guy. He has always trusted my mother more than anything. In a place she has been when she was working for all this time, she had been given her so much of energy, so much of time, and so much of people where in a men-driven society,
Yes.
she made a standpoint, and that's a
She set up
commendable
a
thing for her.
new example
She has become a new example just for me, not just for me, not
for
just
society.
for my sister, but for our society. And she has made that standpoint, and that doesn't make my dad anywhere smaller. It in fact makes me look at my dad as a higher person because he understood that yes, if she has the capability, I need to step back. I need to take certain responsibility on my hand. I need to support her. So the family is a team,
Yes.
and I see of this team as very highly. And here, that HR person is my sister. Okay, so my sister, what she does is she knows that what are the drawbacks of these two people. Okay, and she makes sure when these drawbacks come into a highlight, these are overpowered by the closeness, by the understanding. Because obviously you are going to have misunderstandings between you. You can't have a perfect relationship ever. My sister is capable enough to see that, and she cashes this out to make sure our family is protected, is safe, is completely balanced, is completely, you know, in the on the right track, including me as well.
Yes.
So
She's analyzing everyone.
yes, she's the one who analyzes everything and makes the decision for everyone else. So she is like the backhead. Okay, she's the assistant of the CEO. Okay, she's
Yes.
the assistant of a
Assist.
mom. Okay, and she assisted so well that somewhere or the other, now that as an intern in the family, okay, now when I'm learning things from all these three people, I am going to take the responsibility of family. I'm going to take the name of my family forward. So now I have set an example for myself कि मुझे मेरे लिए बार सेट है अभी मुझे इसके ऊपर ही जाना है ठीक है मुझे इस बार के ऊपर ही जाना है मुझे इन तीनों की क्वालिटीज अच्छी क्वालिटीज लेनी है नेगेटिव क्वालिटीज कुछ मेरी होगी तो मुझे उनको ठीक करना है चीजों को वर्कआउट एंड दैट्स हाउ अ फैमिली वर्क्स आउट and that's how a company works out a real company also there's a CEO there's a CTO there's a CMO
Hmm.
okay you can't always be the best person you sometimes need to understand to step back this is what I learned from my mother you sometimes need to हर बार पिक्चर में रहना मेन कैरेक्टर रहना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है sometimes you need to step back ठीक है usually this is done by the mothers for me it was my father okay from my father what I learned is that taking the step back is important from my mother what I learned was understanding the depth and then taking a step analysis not analysis but this is like planning the like what could be the possibilities like thinking about all the scenarios that are possible and then taking a step from my sister I'm learning that how these two people are going to the interaction is going to go okay, to balance this third person exists. And now it comes the position where this finger, this fourth person, that is me. What are my inputs here? My inputs here are that when these three people, these are going ahead, I need to watch their back. I need to make sure when this company is going ahead, I need to make sure that this company's future is secure. So that's what a company is all about. The company CEO, my mother, okay, she is taking the bold steps. The CTO, that is my dad, he is making sure the bold steps are not hindered by anyone. And my sister, she is making the analysis of each and every step and making sure that all the steps are being made, like like a crystal clear, that they are profound, they are amazing, they are like just on point. And then there's this fourth person who's making sure the future of these three people are secure. So that's something that I think is a part of a company and is a part of the actual company. So that's how you work out with the things.
Good answer from you. How to deal with the persons and the company. How can we see is our situations? What can
Precisely.
we learn from our situations? So you mentioned that your hobby has writing. Can we know more about it? So what type of
Oh my
writings
god.
you write?
So I do write stories at times. I do write quotes at times. I do write poems at times,
Okay,
and sometimes a little here and there shairis.
that's great. So is there any message you want to give to the upcoming graduates?
To the upcoming graduates, there's a thing that we see. Okay, कोई इंटरव्यू के लिए आप जब जाते हो, when you walk in for an interview, there are two possibilities. Okay, we are going to consider these two possibilities in a form of a zero and one. Zero means a failure, one as in passing. Okay, this is what is the general perspective: passing and failure,
Mm,
getting selected for the job, getting
and
failed
not
at the
that.
job. Yes, exactly. Now there's a person who came in for an interview, who came to take an interview. Sorry, who came to take an interview, and he wants a candidate which satisfies his needs. So now he has a possibility. What possibility does he have? He has a possibility that he will get the candidate, he will not get the candidate.
Yes. Two
Okay.
possibilities.
Now, yes, this is the general perspective, right? This is the very general perspective. Now, let me tell you about this. How it actually is. That person is not going to get what he is coming here for. Okay. Also, you are not the person that he is looking for. Are
Yeah.
you getting the point? We are thinking there is a white person, there's a black person. There's a white or there's a black. Where the actual fact is there is no such thing as white and black. This is just the play of the mind.
Play.
It's
Yes.
just the play of the mind.
Yes. Play of
And when
them.
this play of the mind is going out, everybody is baffled. Where the actual thing is, everybody is in the gray. So that HR has to hire you, however you are, so that he can mold you into what he wants. Even he knows you are not the person that he wants. He wants to create you that person he needs.
Yes.
And that's how everything works out. So when you're going for something, remember everything is gray. Everything is gray.
Mm.
So don't get demotivated. Nobody is going to show his gray to you. He's just going to say, हाँ कि भाई मैंने तो इतने लोगों को उठाया. हाँ मैं इस कंपनी से हूँ, मैंने यहाँ से 50 लोग उठा लिए, बल्क हायरिंग कर ली, हो गया, मैं तो इतना काम करके आ गया. He's not going to tell you. He's going to put you through the process, no matter what you're doing, and then he's going to make the right proportion. अब उन 50 लोगों को जिनको मैंने हायर किया, उनमें से 5 या 10 लोगों को रखेगा वो. बाकी लोगों को एक सर्टेन पॉइंट में he will delete.
Yes.
बट दैट इज नॉट द एंड ऑफ द लाइन ना. हमारी एंड ऑफ द लाइन क्या है? वो जॉब में सिलेक्ट होना. तो उतना ज्यादा स्ट्रेस क्यों ले रहे हो कि भाई यहाँ से आपको ये जो दो दो बोलते हैं ना, दो वॉल्स के बीच
Two
का जो
ways.
प्रेशर आपको झेलना पड़े. अब यहाँ से यहाँ पर पहुंचने में वो चीज के अंदर में इतना कंफ्यूज हो रहे हो कि भाई आप वाइट एरिया में पहुंच ही नहीं पा रहे हो. तो आपके लिए जो पॉजिटिव है, जो हो सकता है, उसको क्यों छोड़ रहे हो? सो एवरीबडी इज इन द ग्रे एरिया. जस्ट गो फॉर इट. हाँ
We
ठीक
are
है,
in
कोई चीज कम
half
ज्यादा
white
होगी.
and half black.
Absolutely. There's every time a 50% possibility that we think, but there's actually 100% possibility for everything. Because when the front person is not going to get what he looks for, even we are not the person what he looks for. We have to compensate somewhere or the other in the between. That is the gray area. So that this gray area exists everywhere. You are the gray area for everything. What matters is your willpower and the way you look at it, the opportunity, and that's it.
So just we should think about it and we should work on,
Absolutely.
because by increasing the intensity of the gray color, we can change it to a black or white. So that is
Absolutely.
the life of a life perspective.
Life hack. Yeah.
So if everyone thinks like that, we can change every situation. So there will be a good sign for everyone.
Absolutely.
So how would you justify the title of this episode, dealing with yourself?
Dealing with yourself. There's a flow. Okay. Everything has a flow. You just have to find a flow.
Okay.
When you wake up every morning, okay, if you get the right, just an example, if you're a tea lover, okay, every day when you wake up, let's take an example that you get your perfect cup of tea. Oh my God, amazing. Nobody asks you to take a bath. Amazing. Okay. You are working from home, so you're settled on the job, and your job is not giving you much of pressure. Amazing. Okay. Now just let's just go for ahead and like hey, you are having lunch, you get your favorite dish. Amazing. Okay. Now going in the evening, there's a setback that maybe there are like relatives at your place, irritating children and everything. Something goes bad there. Someone says something wrong to you. Someone a kid comes and breaks your laptop. Having a great day before that, हाँ ठीक है बच्चा है तो ठीक है चलो लो. However, now just imagine this. Now you woke up in the morning and did not get a cup of tea, which is the most important thing of your day.
Charge,
Okay.
charge of a body.
Yeah, the start. Yes, the start did not go well. Now everything is pretty same. And now this is the very same example in the evening as well. You had your favorite dish and everything, but in the just the evening, what happened is that this kid came and he's like, it's a very small kid, and he came to you and he just you're using your he did was just put your hand like he just like patted your hand and your phone fell down on the sofa itself. Okay, but because that kid did that, you're gonna bash him off. Why? Because there's a specific flow to the day. Because the day started so bad,
Yes.
and if good things would have happened throughout the day, the flow would have changed. So everything, every your mind, your emotion, your devils, what we say, your devils, the anxiety, the depression, the everything that you're having on your mind, everything is connected with the flow. If you have the right flow on yourself, everything will be absolutely perfect. And when everything will be absolutely perfect, life will be sorted. That's all. What else do you need? Like you want your life to be sorted. That's all. We don't want any. We don't want anything extra. We don't. We just want a life to be sorted. So if you know how to make the flow, how to keep the flow up, do those things that are positive. Go for a workout. Go for a walk every day. Talk to people. Talk to your friends. If you don't have friends, that's no issue. People are introverted. Talk to you so much. Then if you're an overthinker, then make sure that your overthinking goes in the right direction as well. Because it can either make your it can make you a Mario. Very simple. So you decide what you want to be, how you have to ration. Just make sure you like something has to be every time that could make you positive. Your wrong day could go positive. Just
Positive.
making sure about that. Exactly. Just when things go positive, eventually the outcomes of the day, the energy that you produce are going to be positive, and eventually the result that you're expecting are going to be positive. You
Yes.
disappointment appointed in the things कि हाँ ठीक है नहीं हुआ ना चलो ठीक है कोई नहीं we'll try again. And like the body cycle, working out a little bit, talking to someone, having good food, not junk food. Good food is really important. Deciding those proper diet, having those things, it's really important. So these are something basics I think are really important in life, and we are really not sure, but somewhere or the other, as time goes on, we are able to achieve those things only and only when we have a great heart and a great mind. We are peaceful at both these places, everything will absolutely be fine. No matter how big problem will take, you will find the way eventually if your mind and heart is going to be calm. So through that, stay calm.
Stay calm
Everything's gonna
in
work
every
out.
situation. So that was a great answers from you. So here are some rapid fire questions that will make you feel
Okay.
like a little ticklish. You need to be
Yes,
quick
I'll
in
be.
choosing. You can take
Yes,
your
yes,
own time
Tanush.
within 5 seconds.
Okay. Within 5 seconds, I can take my own time. Thank
Yes.
you. That is really, really like a lot of time. I know. So
Yes.
let me just like
What would you choose? Engineering or arts?
arts,
What would you choose? Love being workaholic or being lazy?
workaholic,
What would you choose? Giving advice or taking advice?
giving advice,
What would you choose? Festivals or parties?
festivals,
What would you choose? Instagram or Snapchat?
Instagram, anytime.
So here is the end of the rapid fire session also.
Okay,
Very
fine.
huge and sincere thanks to you for being on the show today and make us feel more inspired by your kind words.
It was a pleasure for me as well. I had a great time talking to you, and I hope people feel really connected to me and things work out the best for themselves as well. I just hope that. Okay, thank you guys for connecting with the team, and thank you Banu for giving this opportunity to connect you all with you all people. Just make sure that you live your life to the fullest and have a great life ahead. Also, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe this video so that more people, your colleagues, may know about this and everything goes like a perfect fine. And even if you have any issues going ahead in your life, you have great mentors like Bhanu Pradeep here. Make sure you contact him. He will make sure that you have the right answers for your life. And in just in case even if he has certain things that he cannot answer, we are available at his own doorstep. He will let us know and we'll make sure that your life gets perfect and sorted out, because that's what we are here for. That's what our mentors for. So here's a mentor, Tanush, and your mentor, Bhanu, signing off. Bye bye.